Welcome. Fourth Standard, Lesson 21, Ho, Environmental Science as per 2024-2025 Karnataka State Board Syllabus. Answer the following and know which games you are familiar with. First question, a game which is played using tamarind seeds. Alaguli Mane. Second question, a game which is played with one leg folded. Lagori. Third question, a game which is played using a ball and bat. Cricket. Fourth question, a game which is played using dice, snakes and ladder or ludo. Fifth question, a game which is played using cowrie shells, chopper or pachisi. Sixth question, a game which is played in water, swimming races or water polo. Seventh question, a game which is played in groups, kho-kho, kabaddi or hide and seek. Eighth question, a game which is played using a ball with hands, throw-ball, volleyball. Ninth question, special games of your district, kabaddi or kho-kho, very popular in rural Karnataka. 10th question, a game that you have seen in a fair, ring toss, shooting balloons, or mini Ferrari games. The names of some games and pictures of materials used in these games are given here. Match them. These are the materials used for these games: hockey, hockey stick and ball, cricket, bat and ball and stump, badminton and cock, archery, arrow and bow, carom board, chess board. Carom board it is chess board. Do you know these sports persons? In which games are they famous? Write them in the space given. Rahul Dravid cricket, Sachin Tendulkar cricket, Prakash Padukone badminton, PT Usha athletics, track and field, Malti Holla para athletics, wheelchair racing, Abhinav Bindra shooting, Dhanaraj Pillai hockey, Vishwanath Anand chess, Sania Mirza tennis, Mamata Pujari kabaddi. Write any 4 outdoor games that you play with your friends in school. Here are 4 fun outdoor games you might enjoy playing with your friends at school. Kho-Kho, a fast-paced team game that builds speed and teamwork. Kabaddi, a game of strength and strategy where tagging and escaping are key. Cricket, batting, bowling, and fielding with excitement and coordination. Lagori, 7 stones, a thrilling game of knocking down stones and dodging the ball. 1. What is the shape of Kho-Kho field? The field is rectangular in shape. Second question, how many poles are there in the Kho-Kho field? There are 2 poles, one at each end of the central line. Third question, how many squares are there between 2 poles? There are 8 squares between the 2 poles. These squares are formed by intersection of the central lane and cross lanes, and each chaser sits in one square. Fourth question, how many lines have been drawn between the poles? In standard Kho-Kho field, 8 lines are drawn between the 2 poles. These are called cross lanes and they intersect the central lane at the right angles, forming squares where the chasers sit. How many players are sitting inside the Kho-Kho field? From the image, we can see that 8 players are sitting inside the Kho-Kho field. They are seated in 2 rows facing alternate directions, just like a real game up setup. How many players are standing at the poles? There are 2 players standing at the poles, one at each end of the Kho-Kho field. How many are players sitting in the field? The seated players are arranged in 2 straight rows with chairs and they are facing in alternate directions. This helps the chaser move quickly during the game. How many players are entering the field? 3 players are entering the field from the right side, possibly running from the opposing team. How many groups are sitting near the field? How many members does each group have? 2 groups are sitting near the field. Each group has 11 members. What is going on in this picture? This is a picture. A Kho-Kho match is in progress. 8 players are seated in 2 rows in the middle of the field, facing alternate directions. These are the chasers ready to spring into action. One player is running past them, possibly trying to tag the runner from the opposing team. The word "ko" shows that the seated player has just passed the chase to next one. The setup and the motion capture that active moment of gameplay where teamwork, quick thinking, and agility are key. What is the catcher doing? What is he uttering? In the image, the catcher is actively chasing a runner from the opposite team in a game of Coco. He is blending low to move fast and tag the runner using smart direction changes. As he touches one of his seated teammates to pass on the chase, he is uttering "ko." This is an important part of the game. Saying "ko" loudly lets the next teammate know it's their turn to get up and run after the runner. It's all about speed, timing, and teamwork. Why did the teacher say out? The teacher said out because one of the players stepped outside the boundary of the playing area. In the game like Kabaddi or Kho, staying within the marked lines is very important. Stepping out means the player breaks the rule, so the teacher who helps the guide fair play calls them out. In this picture, actually, the one team member touches the another, the target player. That's why it is out. Write the four rules of the game of Kho. Four important rules of the game Kho. Team composition. Each team has 12 players, but only 9 take the field at a time. 8 sit in the middle, and 1 is the active chaser, giving Kho. The active chaser must touch a seated teammate's back and loudly say Kho to pass the chase. The new chaser must run in the direction they were facing while seated. No crossing the center line. The active chaser cannot cross the center line to reach the other side. To change direction, they must run around the pole at the end of the field. Time and turns. The game is played in two innings, with each team getting a turn to chase the defend. Each turn lasts 7 minutes. If you have learned the rules of the game Kho, in the same way, try to know the rules of other games. Write the important rules of the game that you like or play. Kabaddi key roles. Team size. In Kabaddi, each team has 7 players on the field and several substitutes. Raid time. The raider must enter the opponent's half, tag players, and return within 30 seconds, all while chanting Kabaddi Kabaddi without stopping. Scoring points. The raider earns 1 point for each opponent tagged and safely returned. Tagged means touched and returned safely. The defending team scores if they stop the raider before he returns out and revival. The tagged players are out and must leave the field. The teammate can be revived when the team scores a point. What are the uses of the group games? Discuss with your friends and write. Uses of the group games: teamwork and cooperation. Players learn to work together, share ideas, and support each other to win or complete tasks. Communication skills. Group comes group games help children talk clearly, listen carefully, and express themselves better. Physical fitness. Running, jumping, and playing keeps the body active and healthy. Following rules and fair play. Games teach us to respect rules, wait for our turn, play honestly, building friendships. Playing together helps children make new friends and understand each other's feelings. Problem solving and thinking skills. Many games need planning and quick decisions, smart strategies, confidence, and leadership. Children feel proud when they play well, lead a team, or help others. Know this. As the group games cultivate cooperation, mutual understanding, team spirit, obedience to rules, friendship, determination to reach the goals, etc. They develop social relations and harmony. To get entertained by playing games, in the same way, circus and fairs also provide us entertainment. You already know about the fair. Here is the picture of the circus. Observe this. Make a list of the distinctive features you have observed in the circus. Here is the list of distinctive features observed in the circus from the picture. Trapeze artists swinging high above the ring, showcasing daring aerial acts, motorcycle stunt being performed inside the circular cage, thrilling and loud, clown in a bright red costume, spreading laughter with a funny action, ringmaster in the red coat and hat, guiding the performances and entertaining the crowd. Write a few sentences about the circus show that you have seen or heard of. About a circus show I have seen or heard of. I once watched a circus show that had acrobats flipping in the air, clowns juggling fire, and trained animals performing tricks. The crowd cheered and gasped at each act. It was a mix of laughter, excitement, and wonder, like magic under a tent. With the help of your elders, write a few sentences about the famous fair of your district. Famous fair in my district. In our district, we celebrate the Dodda Jatre fair. It takes place near the temple and features folk dances, puppet shows, and delicious Karnataka snacks. Elders say it's a time when people from different villages come together to share joy, trade goods, and enjoy cultural performances. Do you know this? Prakash Padukone is the youngest badminton player to win the national championship. Famous Kho player Usha Anantharaman of Karnataka is the first player to win the Rani Lakshmibai Award. Youth Services and Sports Department has been managing many sports schools and sports hostels all over the states. In the year 1981, a fire accident took place at the Venus Circus at the Bengaluru. 92 people were burned to death and 300 people were wounded in this fire accident. Exhibition of animals and their astonishing feats were of great attraction in the olden days. But efforts have been going on to ban the use of animals in the circus as a violent methods are used to train the animals. The players who have won medals for India in Olympic game 2012. Gagan Naranga, shooting 10-meter air rifle. Vijay Kumar, shooting 25-meter rapid fire pistol. Sushil Kumar, wrestling, freestyle, 66 kg. Yogeshwar Dutt, wrestling, freestyle, 60 kg. Mary Kom, boxing, women's flyweight. Girish won a silver medal in the men's high jump F42 event at 2012 Summer Paralympics in London. Right the badminton, Sania Nehwal, badminton, women's singles. Write the names of the sports that you have participated in the box given. Select the information about the players who have won medals for India in Olympic Game 2016. India's medal winners Olympic Games 2016 Rio de Janeiro. Player PV Sindhu sports participated in is badminton women's singles medal won silver. Sakshi Malik wrestling freestyle 58 kg bronze. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment and save the playlist. Thank you very much. Bye bye.